Hey, this is Similolu here, and on this video, I really want to share some of the knowledge that I have acquired over the years of teaching and tutoring. I really can't count how many students I have tutored over my 30 years of teaching and tutoring. I'm actually an engineer, a chemical engineer by education. I didn't really do much in the engineering field. I quickly switched over to computer programming, and that was pretty much what I did. That was my vocation. Not too long after that, I moved into teaching. Started off by homeschooling my children and homeschooling other children as well as my own children. So that was over the course of 20 years. During that time, I tutored as well. So now I still homeschool a couple of children, and I tutor quite a lot of kids. I tutor kids all the way from kindergarten through to college entrance, so all the way through high school, pretty much. And I want to take time on this video to talk about the most important thing you need to do as a parent if you want to get your child ready for college. The most important thing you can do is start early. It's as simple as that. Start early. Start when your child is young. Expose them to classical literature. Get them reading and writing long before they even start school. Never, ever depend on any school system to teach your child his or her ABCs, 1, 2, 3s, even how to read. Make it part of your raising your child. Make it fun. Teach phonics during breakfast, and so on and so forth. I can't emphasize this enough. You want your child to see learning as part of everyday life. It's not something they do when they go to school, and then when they come home, they don't have to do it anymore. So many parents have that problem where it's so difficult to get their child or their children to do their homework, or so difficult to get their children to love to read. And the main reason why kids sometimes switch off from learning when they get home is because you haven't made learning a part of their everyday life. They wake up, they brush their teeth, shower, whatever it is they need to do to get ready for the day. They have their breakfast. Well, within that routine somewhere should be they read a story, or you read out loud to them, or when they're younger, as they're dressing, they're calling out letters of the alphabet. I remember when our oldest was 2, one of the fun things he liked to do was to read the numbers of the car in front of us. He would just read them out loud. And it was fun, knowing the numbers and, that kind of thing. So that is the most important piece of information I can actually give to you, is to start when your child can say yes, no. Start before your child can even say yes, no. Read to your child. Talk to your child. Sing the ABCs and the like. So let's move on a little bit more to when your child gets to that age of, in the United States of America, they call it middle school. So this is ages 11, 12, 13, 14. So these are the 3 years, 6th grade, 7th grade, and 8th grade, yes. 3 years before high school. So high school, usually your child will be turning 15, will be 14 already, that kind of thing. This is the second most important thing you need to do. And that is, if you believe your child is college bound, don't wait till your child is in high school to begin to prepare for the college exams. It's one of the biggest problems I have when kids come to me, when parents come to me with their 16-year-old, their 17-year-old, their 18-year-old, and they want me to help their child pass the college entrance exams. Now, the college entrance exams in the United States, the SATs, the ACTs, tend to have a reading portion, a grammar portion, that's called the writing portion, and 2 math sections, as well as an essay. This is 4 distinct subject areas. And when a parent comes to me the summer before the child goes into his or her last year of high school, it's just so much to teach, because every section, the reading, the writing, the math, and the essay, it's like teaching a completely distinctive subject, 4 completely distinctive separate subjects within a 2 or 3 month period. What would be best would be to start 3 years before, 4 years before the child needs to take the exam. And then we can spend quality time on each of the subjects and actually ensure that the teaching that I am doing is effective, in the sense that I'm teaching and they're learning. Because with the SATs, and I think it is the same with any examination, it's not good enough sometimes that you know the subject. You have to be able to do it within the allotted time. So you could be the best writer your school has ever seen, but you're slow. And that is not going to help you get into your college of choice, because you have to be able to do your best within the allotted time. That takes time. Rarely will you find an athlete breaking a record in his or her first race. It's not impossible, but most times they keep on working to improve their record. Same with speed. You got to work to increase your speed of reading so you can finish the reading passage on time. You got to be quick with your math, calculating math problems. It's not good enough that you can work a problem in 5 minutes. On these exams, sometimes all you have is a minute or less. That in itself needs to be practiced. So I'm saying all that to say, time. Start your time. Start your child ahead of time, in good time, which I qualify as 3 to 4 years before they actually need to take the exam. And that is it in a nutshell. 2 important things. The first one is start early. It sounds really simple, but it is simple. It takes dedication, and it's probably the most effective of any advice I can give. I can give any parent. And the second one is read. Make reading fun. Bring it to life. Let reading not be about school. Let reading be about growing up. Let reading be about life. With these 2 pieces of advice, I can almost guarantee you. You know what? I can guarantee you. I can actually guarantee you that you will set your child up for a successful school life. Not just a successful school life, but also a fun-filled, successful school life, where other children will find work a chore. Your child will find it a pleasure. Your child will be a pleasure to a teacher out there. You know how many teachers dread going to school in the morning because of the kids they have to teach? Your child will not be one of those. Your child will be the kind of child that the teacher will look forward to teach, because your child just enjoys learning. And that would be because you have made learning a normal, everyday, fun part of their lives. So in this video, just to recap, I've gone over the most important important thing you need to be doing with your child right now if you want your child to be able to get into their college of choice. And one of the most important things, the most important thing is to start early. Just start early. The second most important thing, read to your child. If you want them to love to read, don't make TV watching the main deal in your home. Make reading books the main deal in your home, and you will never regret it. So that is it for this video. So if you have found any content, useful content in this video, I would appreciate a like. That always helps my ratings. Drop me a comment. I'll try my best to respond. And most importantly, subscribe so you get my videos as soon as they